How's it going, internet? I am back once again. Excuse my voice, my throat feels a little tight. It rained where I live in California, so it might have something to do with that. But I am here. I had a good day today. I had a quiz in my chemistry class that I completely forgot about. But luckily, it wasn't too bad. I actually think I did pretty good on it, and I walked out of that classroom with a fat smile on my face, looking forward to some nice, warm food waiting for me at home. I took a fat nap afterwards, and let me tell you, it was the greatest nap I have ever had in a very long time. I might actually be a rain person now. I always seem to get the best sleep when it is raining. I don't know why. I don't know why I can't sleep well under any other condition, but for some reason, rain just seems to do that to me. That's that's besides the point. Anyway, to anybody who might be listening to this, I hope y'all drank some water, had some good food, had some good company. And if you didn't, if today sucked, well, let me tell you, it'll get better. Because it has to. And that kind of leads me into the thing I wanted to talk about today, and that is doubt. I feel like nowadays, especially with the internet, there are a lot of ideas floating around. A lot of young people, a lot of old people, and anybody in between seems to be more exposed to the reality of people having these dreams of being self-employed. And I'm talking about businesses, companies, YouTubers, streamers, entertainers of any type. And I think for the people who choose to embark on that journey, whether it is by accident or by conscious, active decision making, doubt will always find a way to creep in, no matter how assured or prepared you are. And I think for a lot of people out there, they struggle to process that doubt, and I really do not blame them. I think in a weird way, if you are not struggling with the doubt that is in your mind, you are not caring enough, as in you're not putting in enough effort to think about how to solve it. So, in a weird way, allow me to say that if you are stressing about something that you want to do, I give you props. Because that signals to me that you care enough to think enough of a way to improve whatever problem that might be facing you right now. But doubt, very interesting thing. And I think that in my situation, doubt has never been bigger. Especially if you watched my first video, the previous one from yesterday, I decided to embark on this journey to be an online content creator. Not on this channel, this is just a commentary channel for me to keep myself accountable and to speak on things that I have kept in my mind for however many years, months, days, or whatever amount of time. And I'm sitting here in my room looking at ideas on what I think would do well live and on YouTube. And I couldn't help but feel very doubtful. Specifically when it comes to, am I good enough? Am I even capable of being somebody that people are willing to watch? And you know what? I think that is perfectly valid. People, I think, in some capacity, need to have some kind of ego in order to be a content creator. They need to feel, at least to some capacity, I deserve the success that I have, whether that's having X amount of subscribers, X amount of views, X amount of live viewers. I think people who are in that industry need to have, at the very least, just a tiny bit of ego to go, yep, I earned this and I deserved it because of all the hard work that I put in. But I'm not there yet. and looking up at this super steep, tall mountain that is the content creation world, I sit here in my lonesome and ask myself, am I even like capable? Is it worth my time? And again, in my previous video, I told you that I'm trying to be more positive, so I tried to reassure myself and say, absolutely you are. You did have a viewer once and they interacted with you. Frankly, they don't show up anymore, but the fact that they even interacted for a while meant that to some capacity, I am capable of retaining an audience. And suddenly, my doubt didn't go away. Oh, wait a second. You're telling me that even if I manage to reassure myself that doubt doesn't vanish? Oh, absolutely, I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that, snapping my fingers, hand on my waist, being super sassy, being like, duh. Doubt doesn't work like that. You can't just Thanos snap doubt away. Although if you could, that'd be super sick. But it doesn't work like that. And I think that's a good thing. I think doubt, in an interesting way, keeps us on our toes, specifically being productive. If we believe in ourselves enough, the doubt will encourage us to work hard and to do things, pursue things, and push things along so that we can, later on in life, look back on it and say, you know what? I had doubts back then, but I'm glad I pushed forward because I'm happy with the progress or the thing that I have created now. And I think that is a fantastic way to look at the doubt that is in your life. Whatever it might be. Maybe you want to lose some weight. Maybe you want to gain weight. Maybe you want to gain some muscle. Maybe you want to get better skin. Me personally, I struggle with a few things outside of this digital world that I'm in. And instead of letting the doubt fester and grow and consume my thoughts, it is up to me to buckle myself down and say, hey, I understand that you have doubts. But remember, you are your own worst enemy. These doubts are looking at you through the side view mirror. Why do I say side view mirror? Do you remember what the little message that are on the side view mirrors? Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Now that I say it out loud, I realize it is closer than they appear versus bigger than they appear. So my fault. I tried to be cool and spontaneous, but that totally failed. But for the sake of the argument, let's say it says bigger than they appear. Doubts are bigger than you think. Oops, sorry. I got that wrong. Ooh, doubts aren't as big as you think. Yeah, they're there. And they can be very, very tough, very scary, but they're not nearly as big as you yourself make them out to be. And I hope that you remind yourself that you are very, very capable of doing whatever it is that you want. And maybe doubt is an opportunity for you to practice self-reassurance and confidence building. Because who doesn't like confidence? Everybody in the right amounts looks sexy in confidence. I'm talking about you radiate with the right amount of confidence. No amount of clout, no amount of designer or whatever materialistic thing will ever triumph how sexy you look with the right amount of confidence. And all this stuff I'm talking about stems from doubt. Doubt by itself is a very, very negative thing. I don't think anybody chooses to see doubt as a positive thing. But yet here I am, trying to be a little more insightful. If I didn't say this in my previous video, admittedly I am very, very sentimental. Oftentimes when my friends come see me, I am often staring into the sky, thinking of what to think about. That could be the shoes that I wear, or big problems such as Did I leave the toilet seat up? Crazy, right? Excuse me, that was a weird laugh. Anyway, but that's the little thing I just kind of wanted to talk about a little bit. I guess from talking like this, one, I realized I'm getting a little bit more comfortable talking into the microphone, but also I'm starting to realize that I should not be nearly as uncomfortable, nearly as ashamed for having different ways of looking at things, as long as I don't express them in a problematic way. And I don't think I am, and I'm going to believe myself that I am not, and I'm going to say with confidence in my voice and my posture, even though you cannot see it, with a nice fat smile on my face. Because frankly, the last thing I will say is that I need to work on my smile. I think I need to smile a little more, because when I do smile, the cheek muscles, right, the ones in between my eyes and my mouth, start to shake, which means I did not exercise them enough. And who doesn't like a nice, good-looking smile? I think I look good with a smile, and I need to practice it more. I might have doubts about it, but I'm gonna reassure myself and say, no, you deserve to have a good smile, and you deserve to show that, don't want to curse, show that off to your mom, your dad, your future lady, your future partner, and the world, right? Very cheesy, and you show it off to the world. I'm not trying to be cheesy, but I guess I just leaned into that direction tonight. But that is it. I'm sure a lot of us struggle with doubts, but I'm here to remind you that you are very, very capable of overcoming it, and I hope that you do. And I also hope that if you choose to do that, you take the first step in reassuring yourself, because again, I promise you, the first step is always the hardest, and as you continue to do it over and over again, it gets easier. I promise. But that's it. Everybody, it is 11:30 at night by the time I'm about to press the stop recording button, and I'm actually playing a video of a night drive in Korea, because man, do I love this country. I wish I could go back, but as of right now, one can only dream. But one day I will go back, and I get to experience the culture all over again.